Do you ever feel annoyed or even angry at people when they say or do things that seem stupid? Frustrated at the world for all its problems? Frustrated at yourself for all your flaws? Frustrated that things aren't going as you want them to? These things are the result of the ego, and when I say ego, I don't mean arrogance. I mean the identity we build around ourselves, the labels we cling to, the expectations we have about how the world should behave. Now, don't get me wrong, frustration, anger, all these emotions are necessary as they can indicate to us when there's a problem. Expectations are unavoidable as they result from us trying to model reality, but problems can arise when we over identify with these expectations or grasp onto them so tightly. Observe the mechanism of how expectations, when unmet, lead to disappointment. The tighter we grip to expectations, the more disappointment. A lot of the time, I find out it's not really worth holding on to so tightly. Let's say you think someone or a group of people are doing something incredibly stupid, and this is causing distress, anger, frustration. And when you've thought it through and you find that there's really not much to do about it, why keep grasping? Why keep holding on? Whenever you find yourself grasping so tightly, ask, what good does holding on do for me? And then you can try to focus on more important things instead. Things that help you feel better or that are actionable. Ego can be useful, but be cautious as to not let it become a prison which it can so easily become. Therefore, it is good for a person to continually seek ego transcendence. Now, what is ego transcendence? One way I describe ego transcendence is that it is the suspension of ego. In other words, letting go of the need for things to be true, relating to your identity and expectations you have about the world. Simply put, it is liberation from the things that we hold on to tightly. There are two paths that I know of. The first is voluntary surrender, giving your will over to something greater than yourself. Christians do this when they pray, "Not my will, but yours be done." The ego loosens its grip because it submits to an authority it trusts more than itself. The second path is dissolution, the Buddhist approach. Here you don't fight what you feel, you let the emotion rise fully. But you watch it like a stranger and say, "This is not me." You return to the breath, to the body, to something concrete. And in doing so, you stop being dragged along by your own mind. The more that you continually seek or practice ego transcendence or teach yourself to reduce over-identification, the more you prepare yourself to let go and ultimately deal with suffering without falling apart.